All right, this is chapter 9, ellipses. So I'm not going to go through this too much here. You have the definition of an ellipse, set of all points in a plane, sum of whose distance is the sum of whose distances from two distinct points, the foci. The foci is constant. So again, that's if we take d1 plus d2 as a constant. We're not really worried about that too much. The thing that's important here is to understand the major axis. This is our A. Okay, so the distance from the vertex to the center along the major axis is A. And then the distance from the center to the endpoint of the minor axis is our B. And then our C, we don't see it on here, but there are two foci, two focus, one there and one here. And the distance from the center to the focus is our C. And this distance here, though, can be anywhere along this line. So depending on how, if our ellipse is pretty long here, then our focus is going to be out here. If our ellipse is a little bit more rounded, then it's going to be closer to the center. So the closer the focus is to the center, the more rounded our ellipse is. All right, so here's our two definitions, or two equations for standard form equations for an ellipse. And they look very similar, okay? But the key is where's the A, and specifically the A squared. If the A squared is underneath the X value, then we have a horizontal. That means our major axis is a horizontal line, okay? If the A squared is below the Y squared, then it's a vertical ellipse, right? So think of it, Y is our Y-axis, is our vertical axis. If it's horizontal axis is our X-axis. Now, the important part here is that A is always going to be greater than B. So when it comes to an ellipse, A is greater than B. All right, both are positive. A is greater than B. So real quickly here, A is the distance. The distance, forgive the noise, I'm at an airport, distance from the center, HK, to the vertices, okay? So here's my vertex, so again, this is A. And then B is going to be the distance from the center, sorry, my writing is terrible right now, worsen, to the what we call the co-vertices, which is the endpoint of the minor axis. Okay, this is the endpoint of the major axis Okay, so minor axis, smaller, the smaller axis, major axis, the larger axis. And then F, that is, well, actually we're going to call it C. So that is the distance from, oh, do I have the old? Maybe. Okay, so wherever we see an F, it's actually C. So distance from center, HK, to the two foci, to the two focuses, right? The relationship between A, B, and C, so that distance to the focus, C squared equals A squared minus B squared. All right, so remember that equation. You're not going to get the equation, so you got to make sure you remember these. The eccentricity of an ellipse, E equals C over A. That's going to tell you how round it is. And the closer that E is to, it's going to be between 0 and 1. The closer it is to 1, okay, that means it's longer, okay, so E is close to 1 here. The closer it is to 0, closer to the center, then it's more round. If E equaled 1, it would be a line. If E equaled 0, it would be a circle, okay? So how stretched out our ellipse is going to be based on that eccentricity. All right, so Steps to graphing an ellipse. Okay, plot the center. Determine if it's vertical or horizontal. From the center, go A units on the direction of the major axis, and then B units on the direction of the minor axis. So to the vertex and to the co-vertex. So this is vertex, and this is co-vertex. Okay, and then the foci will be C units from the center, and it will always be on the major axis. And then we're going to connect those points. All right, so here it says find the standard form. Well, that is a standard form. Okay, so standard form of an ellipse, that's it. Okay, then it says find the center. Well, the center is, I'm going to write real quickly here. Oops. All right, we have x minus h squared, and then y minus k squared equals 1. And then it's either going to be a squared or b squared. In this case, this is a squared. It's always a larger one, b squared. Okay, so our center, which is our h and our k, equals 4 and negative 2. So let's go ahead and plot that. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 2. There's our center. All right, then this is a larger, so this is going to be our a squared equals 36. So a equals 6, b squared equals 25, so b equals 5. Since the a squared is underneath the y, we know that this is a vertical. So number 1, that's the center. Number 2, identify whether it's vertical or horizontal. This is vertical, okay, because the larger a squared is under the y term. Okay, and we know our, so 3, let's get our vertices. Okay, so that's going to be 6. So we're going to add and subtract 6 to the y value of the center. All right, so we're going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be 4, 4. That's one vertex. And then we'll go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to be 4, negative 8. That's our other vertex. Okay, 4. Let's get our co-vertices. In other words, our minor axis. So we're going to add or subtract 5 to the x value of the center. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one co-vertex, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the other co-vertices. So I should have been, there's my center. Sorry, I didn't say what these were. This was 4, negative 8, and 4, 4. They're my vertices. My co-vertices then would be, what is this, negative 1 and, negative 1 and co-vertex to the next one, yeah. So this is negative 1, negative 2, and what was this? This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, yeah, 8. Oh wait, we said 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, this needs to go out a little bit further. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, 5. I did it right. Okay. Okay. There's our co-vertices. Now we can draw our ellipse. Now this ellipse looks very round. It almost looks like a circle. And it actually looks, well, yeah, it's all right. Looks good. Try to draw it. Not the best drawing in the world. So we found our center, our vertices, our co-vertices. Oh, the foci. So foci is C, so we have to find C. So foci. So we're going to go C squared equals A squared minus B squared. C squared equals 36 minus 25. So C squared equals what, 11. So C is square root of 11. So for my focus, again, this is on the same, on my major axis here, right? So I'm going to take my x value for my center, so this would be 4 minus, no, I'm sorry, the y value. Oh. The y value. So this is going to be 4, and then it's going to be negative 2 minus root 11. And then the other one's going to be 4, and it's going to be negative 2 plus root 11. And root 11 is what? A little more than 3. So 1, 2. All right? Yeah. Yeah. So we're on here. There's one focus, and then 1, 2, 3, right here. There's my other focus. And so it's my and then the last one is my 6 is my E equals C over A, so root 11 over A, which is 6. And you can just leave it at that. Okay, so all right, here we have, this is the standard form of a conic. So this is our ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus ex plus dy plus f equals 0. So I want to point out a couple things. Number one, we know there's no b, there's no xy. Now we do have a c and an a. So a is 9, c is 25. Okay, so we know it's an ellipse when, remember, a circle a equaled b. No, a equals c, sorry. And then a parabola, okay, either a or c equaled 0. For an ellipse, a does not equal c. There has to be an a and a c, so neither one can equal 0. A does not equal, but they are both the same sign. So either both positive or negative. So they're both the same sign. Okay, in this case they're both positive, so we know this is an ellipse. Now, to do this, we're going to, just like we did with a circle, we're going to get all the like terms together. So we're going to go 9x squared plus 54x plus, we're going to be completing the square, so we're going to put that in there, plus 25y squared minus 50y plus some number, plus some number, and then we're going to bring the 119 over here. Okay, now we're going to factor out the 9.
United Flight 1219 in service to Medford. You're at E7. Can I please have your attention for a few quick announcements? If your boarding pass says C agent, please see me at the podium for your seat assignment prior to boarding.
All right, so we're going to complete the square.
If you like to enjoy your personal device entertainment during the flight, please download or update the United app and sign into your Mileage Plus account. If you're traveling with any car seats or strollers or assistive devices,
so I'm going to come in here, I'm going to go 9, and I'm going to
boarding. If you do need wheelchair assistance either now or upon arrival,
6 divided by 2 squared equals 9. So this is 9. Negative 2 divided by 2 squared equals 1. This is 1.
Please refresh your United Documents.
Okay, so I'm going over here, I'm going to add, not 9, but I'm going to add 9 times 9 is 81. And then 25 times 1 is 25. So make sure you get the right numbers in here. So it's 9 times 9 is 81, 25 times 1 is 25. All right, so what do we have left here? We have 9x plus 3 squared plus 25y minus 1 squared equals 225. So come up here to our standard.
This is a security advisory. Please maintain possession of your bags at all times.
This is a 1.
Please report any
So how do we make this equal to 1?
Unattended items.
We're going to divide
911
everything by 225, 225, 225. When we do that, then we get x plus 3 squared over 25 plus y minus 1 squared over 9 equals 1. All right, so now standard form. There's our standard form. Center, our h and our k equals negative 3 and 1. Make sure you get that right. Okay. Horizontal or vertical. Since the larger number, the 25 is underneath the x, we know that this is going to be horizontal. Oops. We know this is going to be horizontal. Horizontal. I'll go ahead and put my 1, 2, 3, and 1 here. So there's my center. It's going to be horizontal, so that means our major axis is along the horizontal line. So 3, let's figure out our vertices. Let's see, A equals 5. So I'm going to add and subtract. So add and subtract 5 to the x value. That would give us negative 8, 1, and 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's one vertex C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my other vertex C. Okay. 4. Let's get our covertice. So B equals 3. So add and subtract 3 to the y value. So I'm going to have negative 3 minus minus 2. And I'm going to have negative 3 and 4. So negative 3 minus 2, 1, 2. And then negative 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my CV. My CV. I can now draw. Okay. I don't have my focus. So my foci. So I need to find c squared equals a squared minus b squared. So c squared equals 25 minus 9. What is that, 16? So c equals the square root of 16 equals 4. So I'm going to come out here. I'm going to add, subtract 4 to the x value.
For those of you on United Flight 1219 to Medford here at E7,
So negative
safety is a
7,
priority,
1.
So we want to take a moment to share a few important
And
reminders.
negative 1,
Customers
1.
may bring one carry-on bag and one personal item with them on board. If you have
Disagree.
smart bag, the batteries must be removed for both carry-on and checked baggage. We will begin our boarding process in about 11 minutes.
Here and here.
If you need wheelchair
Focus
assistance, either now
and
or on
focus.
arrival, please come see me here at the podium.
And then the last thing, we also
Thank you. And once again, if you're traveling with any car seats or strollers or assistive devices, please see me for
Foci and
special handling tag prior to
eccentricity.
boarding. We will begin our boarding process in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
E equals C over A. What do we say? That was 4 over A is 5. 4/5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do this really quick. Draw a quick circle. Just make it quick. 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. And then 3 and 9. So 3 and 1, 3 and 9. So I go 9 plus 1 equals 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this is going to be 3 and 5. There's my center. This is vertical. So this is going to be x minus h squared over b squared plus y minus k squared over a squared equals 1. X minus 3 squared, y minus 5 squared. Now a is this distance here, so that would be 4. So this would be 4 squared. My minor axis is 6. So that means my minor axis is 6, and that means that b equals 6 divided by 2, or 3. So this would be 3 squared. So I have over 9 plus y minus 5 squared over 16 equals 1. Okay. Very quickly, the last one. Oops. Get off. 0, 0. And then 4, 0. Major axis is 8. Oh, these are my foci. So F and F. Halfway between at 2, 0 is my center. And then my major axis is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So A equals 4. So 2, so it'd be out here and out here. Do I care? Yes, well, I just need to know the A's. And then C is 2. So C squared equals A squared minus B squared. So 2 squared equals 4 squared minus B squared. 4, 16 minus B squared. So B squared equals 12. So B equals the square root of 12. Okay, so let's plug this in. This is horizontal, right? So we have x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. So let's put everything we know in here. X minus 2 squared, and a is 4, so that's 16. Plus, now it's y minus 0, so it's just going to be y squared. And b is